Good morning and welcome to Moopsy on a Christmas morning for December the 25th, 2023. At least that one's an easy one to remember. Don't always forget the dates. Let us see. I need that. I need that. Come on. Wakey, wakey. That one right there. Yeah, I know. I'm probably going to be the only one here. Oh my gosh. Somebody's awake. Somebody's awake on a Christmas morning and joining me. Good morning, Ed.
Morning.
Good morning. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. How are you?
I am here. It's Christmas. What can I say?
It is.
It is. I had all these grand plans of how I was going to spend Christmas morning. Get up. Did I get into this race? Apparently I did get in this race. Okay. I figured I would, good morning, Cadargo. I would get up, walk the dogs, which I did. And then I'm going to sit down and we're going to open our Christmas stockings and have coffee and some eggnog. And I was going to make myself a nice breakfast. I got the coffee part and the walking the dogs part right. But everything else, it's like 50 degrees out, so making a fire seemed a little excessive. In fact, everything seemed a little excessive, so we settled for coffee and a walk. And they have stockings with presents, which they haven't opened yet. We'll get to that in a little bit. I don't think they're going to be super impressed. Ooh, somehow I missed that one. One of their Christmas presents is a big bag of chicken jerky, which they love. Sorry, I'm running a race here. I don't think this tune's ever run the race before. Hopefully she can do it. Absolutely no toys. Whoopsie. What the heck? You guys are supposed to be doing family stuff, and I hear people coming in and out. What's going on?
Chris, how you doing?
Hey, Chris. Merry Christmas. Tish.
Hello.
Hello. How are you doing?
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you. I hope you're not working today. Please tell me you're not working today.
Oh, no, I'm not.
Oh, good.
No.
Yay, I won a race. All right. Apparently I've won a race on this tune before.
Christmas all the way.
Yeah, really.
Today I'm suffering from food coma that's dragging from yesterday, so I'm trying to...
Well, I haven't started any of that. My son worked yesterday, so I didn't do any food things. I had some tuna fish. I found a recipe called tonato al burro, which is tuna fish and butter. You cook them together to make a sauce to put over pasta.
Oh, that sounds yummy.
No, it wasn't yummy. It sounded yummy, but...
Yeah, in theory it sounds good.
In theory, delish. In reality, it was, food.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm a little disappointed.
Remember not to do that recipe then.
that was not a winning recipe.
So, by the way, I'd like to complain. Netflix is supposed to have Star Trek Prodigy from today, but not in Poland.
Do they have it here? I haven't checked anything. Not that I've got to check it.
I see they even have it in Germany, so I feel offended. Like, I feel there's a racist slur somewhere out there.
Can you move? That was a joke. Can you move to Germany, and then you get to watch it?
Nope.
Okay. Well.
Not very much prone to move to Germany, to be honest.
But just watch the episode.
I mean, I've seen them already.
Oh,
I just wanted to give them viewership.
I'm in the U.S. and it's live here.
Well, yes, but he's not. You could come to the U.S. Yes, there's your option. Your English is good enough.
My boyfriend is just coming back from that. I don't think he would, approve.
Yeah, we're going to have an ad starting in 3 minutes. Oh, do I have one more snooze here? Hang on, I think I've got one more snooze.
I already had an ad, so...
You shouldn't be getting ads, but I'm finding out that all the rules that I set up for the states don't apply outside the states. Yeah.
Yeah, I just set them up from my channel, and that does the same thing. It does that whatever it wants to.
Yeah, it kind of does, doesn't it?
So we could always do the VPN route.
Yeah, we could. I would cover 2 stones, 1 bird.
What?
Set you up with a VPN so you can basically come in from the states in terms of what you're...
No, I meant the saying. I think... Was it deliberate?
I'm sorry, say that again?
2 stones, 1 bird? What?
Yeah, I always say that backwards. Killing 2 stones with 1 bird.
Ow, poor stones.
So there's a turn of phrase, killing 1 bird with killing one bird with two stones. Is
Killing
that
two
correct?
birds with one stone.
Two birds with one stone, right. Yeah.
You got it so backwards you can't even say it right.
Yeah, well, I've said it wrong for so many years.
Right.
There's another phrase, 6 of one, half dozen of another, meaning same. Which I always do is 6 dozen of one and half of the other. And people will just kind of be like, what? I like to mess with people.
Say.
Speaking of messing with people, I decided this year I'm going to expand my social network to maybe improve, our numbers here in the show. And so people were sending me my friend requests. Well, I accepted them. But of course that links to another person's friend request, which links to another person's friend request, which links to another person. And all of a sudden I've got complete strangers messaging me, and I'm sure they're scams of some sort or another, or only friends or something like that. So I've taken to responding to their, "Hi, how are you doing?" "I'm doing great. How's Alan doing?" And a little bit later you get a response, "Who's Alan?" And my response to that is, "Oh, that's a good one." And just leaving it at that. We'll see who unfriends each other first.
Yeah.
A couple of years ago, I started getting friends requests from this guy, and he had my mom as a friend, and I'm like, okay, I guess I'll go and let this through. And he starts talking to me, and he's very weird, and I call my mom, and it's like, who is this guy? She's like, block him.
Okay.
He keeps hitting on me.
Ooh.
Wow.
I met him at the hospice.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
That is bizarre.
Yeah.
Well, I came into an interesting conversation.
You sure did, Ward King. And Merry Christmas to you. And yes, I did buy your ticket with your numbers again. We didn't win the other day, so I bought you one for today.
Yeah, I know.
That's okay. I have one for today. We also didn't win it at the office, and since everybody had already gone home and we couldn't pool the money, the thing was, if you're in, go buy $10 worth of tickets. Well, I screwed up and I got $20 worth of tickets for the office, so I'm trying to decide, what if I win with that ticket? Do I get to be greedy and say it's my half of the ticket? Do I just share half the numbers?
Did you buy with your money?
Yes, we all had been chipping in $10 to it for the last...
Well, I'm saying, did you buy it with your money, or did you buy it with the group money?
Everybody had to buy one with their own money because the office is closed, and finding a place that's selling them today might be a challenge too, because not a lot of places are open. So we all decided, everybody go take your $10 and go get a ticket. If you're in, then show your ticket numbers. But I said I wanted 10, and so they thought that was 10 tickets, not $10 worth of tickets. So I wound up with an extra bunch of tickets.
So you have 20 tickets.
Well, I have 10 tickets worth $20.
Okay.
All the same number, or?
No, all different numbers. I just did a random.
Okay, and in that case, just for the office pool, just claim the 10, and the other ones keep for yourself.
Yes, but we're supposed to share them on our community chat, so we all know which numbers were there, so people couldn't accidentally steal them or steal all the money. And we're an honest bunch, so I think I'm just going to take the top 5, put a piece of paper over the bottom ones. And if I do win, how the heck have I got another ad coming up here? Oh well. If I do win on the bottom half, well, I'll give everybody $1 million from the company, or I'll buy the company and divide it out amongst them. It's $15 million ought to pay for it nicely. Did second place this time. This is with no boosts except the Endeavor speed run. Still pretty good. So yeah, I'll give them the top 5 tickets. I'll keep the bottom 5 tickets, and then I've got the Borg King ticket as well. And if that one wins, it'll be like, Borg who? Yeah, or more likely it'll be a calling sick for a couple of days, put the dogs over into the dog playpen for a few days. Namely, ask my son to come sit
Subspace
down.
relay, who dis?
Okay. No, I fly over, to Vegas, jump in a car, drive up there, go pounding on Board King's door. Pum, 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 pum. Got a present for you. Santa Claus. And
Yeah, then I can retire and not have to work again.
that's exactly it, yeah. Exactly. And then try and beg you to loan me $250 million so I can go restore.
I would just take $2 million. I can live off $2 million here.
Yeah, take a couple more, it'd be nice to have the cushion. I will tell you that I have some money put aside. My husband put aside money for me. And when you figure out what that would actually leave you if you were to quit work, given the normal age range in my family, it's not very much.
Because I like with my internet and cell phone and all the other good
Believe
stuff.
me, take more.
I figured
more,
out that
invest it.
I could like live off like I figured out like over 15,000 a year,
Oh, okay.
including food and all that.
You could do it then. Yeah, here 30,000 a year is about the bare minimum. In the house in the townhouse I'm living in. If I get a house, that may change.
And see, and I live by myself. I live by myself, so
Well,
I have,
it's just me and the Poochies. They actually don't charge that much. Then they pay their share of the rent too.
That is a pretty kitty.
Are we talking about something in a game, or are we talking in real life?
In game.
Oh, you mean Ketha?
Yep.
Yes, she's in her rebellious stage, therefore the purple hair. But I like it. Matches her boots. At one point, my hair matched my gym shoes, which was kind of cool. They were purple and pink and green. And
Do you get your texture resolution lower again?
pardon?
Or was it always lower? Texture resolution in the game, in the settings.
On yours or mine?
2023 looks pixelated, blurred. I'm just curious if you have it lowered or something.
No,
Anyway,
it is pixelated and blurred. Let me see. Doesn't mean that I might not have said it. Let's see, graphics. No, it's where it usually
you get-
is.
world detail and terrain texture, yeah, that's all too low.
Okay. That's interesting.
Oh, won't even change.
Yeah, I didn't want to for a moment.
Now it does.
Yeah. It's not that much better. See, it's still doing the pixelating a little bit.
I think textures are in a different setting, now that I think of it. Yeah, texture detail is in the advanced rather than the graphics. I don't know why they divided it like this.
World texture details at 73. Let's go up to 110-ish.
Right, I got another ad.
Oh, there we go.
Rude.
How's that? Yeah, that
What's
definitely
with
makes
these
a
ads?
difference.
Like, Jesus, I had one 15 minutes ago. Hello?
Yeah, that's... So what happens is you're not supposed to get an ad pre-roll when we do it the way it is. It's supposed to come on like... Okay, originally I had this set up. I start the show 10 minutes early so I get the first ad roll before I start the show. That's fine. But this morning I was goofing around and forgot to set it, so I've been pushing it off, and now I'm at the end of that one. So I have to run this ad. But this is how we make all of our hundreds of thousands of pennies a year. Let's see, hundreds. Well, hundreds of pennies a year is probably closer to it.
Yeah, it wouldn't come close to thousands, I think.
Well, thousands of pennies, yes. That we definitely get into the thousands of pennies.
You'd have to have enormous amounts of broadcast hours to actually see proper revenue from them anyway.
We average about $25 to $30 a month. So I mean, it's a little bit of money. So going into next year, one of the big things I'm going to do is try and turn this into more of a cash stream, because we have a few things we'd like to do. So the money that comes in gets used for going to conventions. It gets used for helping out fleet mates who need things. And we'd like to have a bigger reserve so that we can actually help out more people this year.
Oh, that sounds like a good plan.
Yeah. So I spent a little bit of yesterday working with Frost on this, but Augie said something in passing the other day, because we were talking about renaming these Strangers with Candy fleet, which we haven't renamed yet. And he said it should be the Romulan Star Empire. And I'm like, oh my God, that is the best name ever. Not right for this fleet, but that is a brilliant name. Then it occurred to me, that's actually kind of a good catch-all for everything, even over the Dark Mom Consortium, is the Romulan Star Empire. So I'm thinking Augie might actually have a really good idea going here.
Like rebranding of the channel?
I don't know that I'd rebrand it, because everybody knows the Dark Mom Consortium, and that's me and DT, and it was Ed, and it's Frost, and it's Pie, and it's Id, and it's everybody. So I don't want to change that, but I'm thinking maybe it's, a part of the Empire, because the Empire should be over everything else. So we can just kind of put a grand edit over it. Hey,
Josh.
good morning.
Hey.
And
How's everyone?
Mukia, good morning. Thank you for the follow. How are you today? We're good, Josh. How are you doing?
Good.
Great, I've got Undine ships in battle zone.
I have Voth ships, but Voth ships, at least we can go off and do
Aftermath.
Merry Christmas. Yes, exactly. Merry Christmas, Chosen.
My Undines are bound to the battle zone, so no go for me.
Well, you know what, though? If we did Undine in the battle zone and we finish it off, we get the Voth at the very end, we could maybe get 2 birds with 1 stone. See, I said it right this time.
Yeah, but you have to think about it.
Yes, I did have to think
But
about
here's the thing
that.
about that. Here's the thing about that. The chances of all of us being killed by one person is very unlikely.
Yeah, but I don't need to kill them all. In the battle zone, when it goes at that very ending sequence,
Yeah.
because it will spawn up to 400.
Well, I've moved to the Undine battle zone.
Let me grab
I
you
am
can
in
shoot
my
things.
legendary Excelsior era right now.
Chosen says I got the legendary bundle or battle cruiser bundle yesterday. I want to say I bought that, and I don't
What comes
remember
in that
buying
bundle?
it. Let's see here. This is the featured.
Bumper Cruiser.
Oh, did
okay,
it?
so
No,
it's
it went
both
off sale
Task
yesterday,
and
didn't it?
Inquiry, okay.
Was that the one that went off sale yesterday? No, there it is.
Latest ones.
Yeah, so that's an apparently I purchased it. It's an Avenger, Bortesque, and a whole bunch of stuff. Oh, it's the
Oh,
Targ of Grethor
good.
combat kit, which a lot of that stuff I already
Anniversary
have.
Bundles on sale again.
I swear to God, I don't remember having the Avenger or the Bortesque. How the
You
heck?
picked it up a long time ago.
I must have. I must
You picked
have.
it up near enough the same day as it came out.
That could be, when they're really on sale. Well, clearly I haven't played with it yet, Chosen, so, if I go into my ships, probably can go down to a shipyard. Anyway,
I need more game salvage, so we need to do something with a lot of loot.
that would be 9th rule. Oh my God, I had to level up a tune yesterday, and I'm finally getting through all the episodes, and I had to go do 9th rule as part of the storyline. So it's just me, myself, and I. And 2 things happened. 1, I'm getting loot like crazy. That's fine. Then all of a sudden, somebody else winds up in it. How does somebody else, a completely different player, not an NPC, wind up in your episode?
See, here's the thing.
Not on a
There-
team or anything.
No, those missions, there is a chance. If you click it at the same time, there is a chance that you could be spawned into the same instance.
But we were teamed somehow.
That's not supposed to happen.
Or it's not supposed to happen, right?
No,
It's an
I've had it
episode,
multiple
not a
times.
patrol.
yeah, but the instances are shared.
That's weird.
Still, you should not be teamed up, even
Yeah,
if you spawn
right. There's
into
no way
it,
I should be
but
teamed up.
there's
What
no
instance are you in, Chris?
in the battle zone. Let
Yeah.
me see.
Looks like you're in 1.
I'm in 1. Yeah.
can you send
I
me
can
a-
move to 2.
No, can you send me a
It's-
friend invite and I'll join you?
Oh, okay. I just swapped. So 1 second.
Good morning, the Chosen, who has said, I made my legendary inquiry, the USS Bedford, 1712G. Very nice.
I finally got the Temerian, the Temerian ship
see me?
this morning.
Hello.
Hello? Yeah, I accepted. And where are you? Just saw you? Did I just see you? There you
Yeah, I'm right
come.
below you. In front below.
In front below. There you are. Hi, Chris. There you are.
Hello.
Let's go shoot things.
Affirmative.
If anybody wants to join us in the Allied Zone just for some shooties, we can knock out this zone, get ourselves some loot, and then we'll go off and do 9th rule for Josh.
I'm coming into that zone anyway.
Okay.
We're a galaxy class.
I just saw that the 10th anniversary bundle's on sale, and of
Yes,
course,
yes,
they
it
still
is.
can't afford it, even on the sale.
I wish I could give you some Zen to buy it. I really do. That's
Yeah, you can't give Zen.
I know.
That's
That's-
kind of stupid.
Well, they used to have gift cards, but gift cards aren't usable across the country. I mean, they are in the country, but I can't send you one. I don't think.
Yeah.
Steam might. Do you do yours on Steam?
I mean, I have Steam connected to my account.
You can send a gift of probably I think a gift card to someone. I think.
But I'm not sure if like the Steam funds can, or like Zen can be. Can I be? I don't know how it works.
You can buy Zen. You can buy Zen through Steam. It won't-
Normally
it won't-
no, but I can launch the game through Steam, and then I can. Why?
Because I launched it through Steam, and if you buy like Zen through the game through Steam, you won't like if you buy like say the $20 amount, you won't get a bonus Zen with it.
You,
Like you get
Yeah.
that's actually not true. Steam and Epic both occasionally do Zen bonus pricing.
Yeah, but they have to be in a designated. So there's
Correct.
a designated period where either Steam or Epic will get it.
Right.
It's not like
And
they don't get it at the same time like Arc does.
Yeah, so the problem, Board King, is sometimes when you do something in the States, the laws that apply in the States and the rules don't apply outside the States. Hence, I tried to send Ed some stuff, and he couldn't accept it.
Yeah, and it's
Some
not an
things you
item
can.
on the Steam store that you can buy for someone, so it's
You know what you could do?
lose-lose situation.
If you do a Steam, like one of those Steam gift cards,
Yeah.
with the activation vouchers,
Mm-hmm.
like how you activate a game,
Yeah.
that's one way of doing it.
Right. If things you buy in the States apply outside the States, and that's the issue we ran into when we were doing it for Ed, is that it wasn't transferable outside the United States. So-
Interesting.
Yeah, it is. So we wound up doing it the easy way. Well, not the easy way. Venmo. I sent him some money and he was able to go buy his toys. Or WhatsApp, or however we did it. Maybe it was
Yeah,
Zone.
I always wanted to have the Ross, and I always wanted to have the Kelvin Connie's House Saucer because it has different
I want the count. I want
impulse
the...
engine. I don't care about the other ships. That's the problem. I want these ships individually purchasable, even if they will cost like 6,000 Zen or
Yeah.
whatever. I still want
Oh,
them
I agree.
individually. I
Slytherin
don't care
Granny.
for the others.
Slytherin Granny, thank you so much for the follow. And good morning, KD. Merry Christmas to you, too. Yeah, no, I think they're fools to just keep things in bundles. Because
Like, the
people...
10th anniversary has been on for so long. They've cashed enough money on it. They could just, even put these ships in bundles, like in smaller bundles. Like, I don't know. I'm looking at
Give
the
it-
bundle now, so they could just
give
put
us-
few ships together instead of like all of them at once.
Yeah,
I don't know.
give us a
NX
ship to
with
the line
TOS
bundle.
and Donnie, like constitutions together.
Oh, man, they need a Connie
TNG era
bundle.
together, stuff like that, like divided into 2 or 3 pieces that you buy, like few ships, but not all of them if you don't want them.
An All Odysseys bundle.
Yeah,
Yeah.
something like that.
Heck yeah.
Like I still don't get it why Lexington and Legendary Odyssey, which are very comparable because they're like similar to the level of Legendary, with the mirror Lexington. They're not together. You can't buy them together. You can't have a bundle of all.
I really would like to
Odyssey.
pick up different ships, specific individual ships.
Yeah.
And I'd pay serious money to have a Connie 3 and a Shrike.
Yeah, I definitely wanted the Ross. I do dig that design. I just absolutely think it's gorgeous.
Is Ross only in a lockbox, or is it...
No, Ross is part of the Legendary 10th anniversary. I can't get it because it's there.
That bites.
Yeah, that bites.
And it's not available. Dag nabbit. I want that to be available.
Yeah.
Let's see. Katie also suggests the Let History Never Forget the Name Enterprise bundle. Agreed. That would be a great bundle. And Slytherin Granny.
Oh, I am in the zone, by the way, if you want to invite me, Chris.
You're trying to complete, right?
Yeah.
Let's see. Slytherin Granny says I was playing this game yesterday, but my cat jumped on my desk, so suddenly I was watching the ceiling of the SS Sarajevo.
Thank you.
Oh, you and the Ross. Oh, goddamn you.
I said I was in a Galaxy variant.
Oh, it looks like a Galaxy. Okay, you're excused.
But it is the legendary one, though.
Merry Christmas to you too, Slytherin Granny. And by the way, I gotta say, being on the Sarajevo on December 24th, excellent choice. One of my favorite pieces of music is Sarajevo 1224.
Just so you guys know, you get to level my, the Temerian Raider.
Oh, joy.
After this.
I haven't done that one yet. I don't think I've even gotten the box.
You already got that?
Yep.
Did someone purchase the event? Oh, are you stuck?
No, you can do... Yeah, that's okay. I'll just back out of it.
I've done it for the last 20 days, consistently.
Okay.
I've been doing mine on the 20-hour cooldown, so I've had it for a couple of days.
I haven't got a single piece of the event done.
Well, if you want the ship, you're going to have to buy it out at this point.
I don't want it.
There you go. Otherwise, it's going to magically appear in the Phoenix lockbox at some point.
Will it? Because none of the others have appeared. Like the Nidarian thingy, the jellyfish is already in a bundle on for Zen for like thousands of Zen.
It used to just, probably eventually it will appear then. Katie says the ship was really good. I'm slowly leveling my ships. I have New Year's resolutions of clean my inventory, play all the stories all the way through on all my... yeah, that's going to happen. And actually level all my ships.
Did you already have a resolution to clean your inventory this year?
No, I made no resolutions this year. 2023 was just such a POS
year. But you wanted to get around it.
I wanted to get around to it, yeah, but it wasn't a resolution. So 2023 started with dealing with my dog passing away.
No.
Or actually, 2022 ended with that and promptly went into acquaintance, I would say friend, but that would be not the correct term. Winding up in jail and then eventually going to prison. Hubs dying. Best friend dying. Just having to sell my... well, not having to, but selling my house. Moving twice in 3 months. I'm really done with 2023. I have absolutely had all I want with 2023.
2023 was a shocking year for you. Jeez.
Well, not shocking. I mean, all this Hubs dying was a given. We knew that was going to happen. Friend going to prison. Well, despite, I didn't do it, there was reality that popped up there and was like, yeah, you did.
Aww.
Hey. Whether he deserves that much time in prison, yeah, he kind of does. Whether I deserved having to take care of his dog for the next 2 years.
This is almost done, by the way, guys, so you might as well move on.
Oh, this one? Okay.
Yeah.
I will head over to the bagel. Let's see.
The shape of the ships is similar. Like, if you look from the top, the shape of the saucer.
Oh, yeah.
The slimness and the positioning of these nacelles.
Yep, very similar. It's kind of like...
I love the legendary Excelsior.
I like it. It's kind of like a mini-me flying overhead. So cute.
Oh, my ship is cute. Meanwhile, my boyfriend learned on Friday, whilst being in the US, that his beloved Great Dane passed away.
Oh, that's too bad. I love Great Danes. They're adorable.
He used to have a whole bunch of them because he's like a professional breeder, and he had a bunch of them. And this was the last one of the whole pack. That.
Aww.
Oh, I feel like he's gonna be very depressed when he comes back. He's about to fly out from the States today.
Ugh. Oh my.
And before he comes home, it's probably tomorrow afternoon, evening, and yeah.
Does he get at least a day off before he has to start out and do anything
I
again?
mean, he doesn't. It's not like he's self-employed, so he kind of like
Oh, so he could.
bundles transports together, and just when he has got enough clients and money from them to actually buy plane tickets and arrange for everything, then he just does it. There isn't like a
So he's-
boss hovering over him.
Okay.
You actually have to open a company in the States, which is kind of funny.
One thing about the legendary, Chris, that you need to know, it does turn like a brick.
I don't know, it has pilot abilities, I can remedy that.
The
What do you mean,
legendary
the Galaxy?
Yeah, it turns like a fucking brick.
No. Oops.
I just want the skin, I don't care. I really want the skin, I would use it on my Razor or the Sickness, I don't care. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter to me. Like, I want the skin. The same goes for the Kelvin Enterprise that has is that
The refit.
the Beyond the refit saucer with the
Yeah.
engines? I love the impulse engines being wider and joined together, and I just want that skin. I don't care about these ships. That's the problem. They should allow us to buy skins separately from the ships, because I don't care about having another ship on my roster.
Yeah, there is that.
Yeah.
You can't buy a skin, even though the shop supports it, because if you choose a skin that is not available, it shows you a Zen price, but you can't buy it. It's such a stupid limitation they put on it.
Well, that's my endeavours done for Christmas Day.
They could make all the money, but nope. They have to be stubborn about it.
Yeah, it's like the BS. If you want some of the Terran skins, you have to buy the entire bundle.
Yep.
Yeah, I know. I don't get it. Like,
I do get it. It's
skins are something that in every other game you can buy it one way or another for like money. You don't have to grind it. You can, but you don't have to. And here you have to like buy a super expensive thing, because obviously it's not gonna do you any good. Oh, by the way, we have invisible blobs here.
invisible ones. Let's
Normally
see.
those blobs would be visible. Oh, you see them. I don't
Oh,
see
yeah.
them. I don't have them.
Oh, that's
Okay.
interesting. Maybe
I
'cause
just flew through one. I just saw the effect that it
there's
does in my
just
ship.
the
but-
one that's right on my left right now. Katie says, if Legacy is greenlit, I would love to see a prototype of the Universe class show up. There is some interesting stuff going on, as I'm sure Id knows.
There is a rumor about the Universe class
Yeah.
being a refit, and it might get a legendary, and I'm guessing that Congo class, which was the prototype for Universe, might actually be the skin it's gonna get.
I don't know what's going to happen with new ships coming out with everything that's going on with Paramount. So, Id, are you up to speed on the whole Paramount Discovery, whatever it is, Warner Brothers thing?
Warner Brothers.
Depends, but I'm not even sure the Federal Trade Commission will allow it to go through.
Well, there's another thing that's going on, which is Aquaman 2 has tanked so badly
Oh dear, who could have saw it coming?
Yeah.
that somebody else is trying to step in, which is the guy who owns Sundance. He would like to buy Paramount.
What does he own outside of that?
Enough to have tons of money,
Okay,
but not anything in terms of...
too many franchises.
no, he doesn't own enough franchises for the FTC to really have an issue with it.
Ooh,
Yeah.
So,
that would be a
and
good thing.
he also has a really good debt ratio, which Warner Brothers does not.
Yeah, well, like,
Yeah.
and they're not helping themselves with what they're doing, letting out the fact that they shelved the Batwoman or Batgirl. I don't remember the title.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they
Batgirl and Coyote versus Acme.
Oh my god, I heard about this. I wanted to see that. I'm just furious. They scrapped stuff of their online platform, their Max or whatever. Like they scrapped Raised with Wolves, which was such an amazing TV series, and they not only scrapped it but took it off the platform. And I'm like, excuse me. They're making so many bad choices. I hope someone's gonna block them and interfering with Star Trek, because I'm gonna rage if they do ruin something.
Well, I don't see Discovery Warner Brothers being able to step in and do it, make the sale right now. If
I do
Aquaman
hope
had
so.
been a success, maybe.
Yeah, but it was
Like-
already doomed to fail. It was like destined to fail.
Oh yeah, tell me
Like
about
they're pulling a bunch of things from streaming, so like I am not going to be able to finish watching Westworld.
Oh yeah, that was pulled off as well, and it was such a big franchise. They were like grinding off of it, like marketing of it was everywhere.
I had friends who worked on the thing.
Oh,
and
really?
They're like, yeah, yeah.
Oh god.
And
Can you imagine,
they're
like,
yeah,
something-
we just got called in one day. We were going to shoot, and they're like, oh yeah, we've been canceled, and
It's not happening.
yep.
Go home.
yeah.
Jesus.
Years ago, way back in the day. Where am I going?
How many years are we talking?
Oh, somewhere I fixed that one.
was
We are
great.
talking 11 years ago. My friend and I were off to Brooklyn for 3 weeks, which I know doesn't sound like a vacation, but was great vacation.
I'm helping.
Vacation.
So if you
Trying to
don't
put
know,
together Brooklyn vacation spots. No, sounds like
Brooklyn for vacation because we were doing a theater binge. My friend and I love to do theater binges. And she flew in from Australia. Well, there was something else going on, too. So she flew in from Australia, and we were staying in Brooklyn, about a block and a half from where Patrick Stewart lives, to see him and Ian McKellen doing 2 plays in Rep,
oh my god.
which was
Ian
amazing. Yeah. And the kicker was that this was over my birthday, and we were having lunch with Patrick Stewart and his wife for my
McKellen.
birthday.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
get
How
out of
dare.
here.
Seriously. I have
You're
the pictures.
joking.
No, I'm 100% serious.
You're gonna have to post those pictures for me to believe you.
Absolutely. So what happened was that I had done some work for one of his charity groups, and this was the thank you as we were going to go out to lunch at the Metropolitan Museum of Art with his friend Michelle Cox Whitmer, and I could bring up to 4 friends, so I called Catherine in Australia and said, hey, want to have lunch with Patrick? And she's like, yeah, ha 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 ha. I'm like, no, serious.
Would have said no. I mean, excuse me.
Yeah, it's got to be like a $10,000 flight for her, and then to stay, away from work for 3 weeks in the middle of February in New York, and then top it off with 3 weeks of doing theater.
Well, at least one thing.
Yummy.
It was.
I have a border
seriously-
skew helping me, by the way.
Ah, excellent. Yes. So let's see. Honestly, I'd prefer Sundance over WB because WB would just ruin Star Trek. Honestly. Well, here's the weird thing: they might not get Star Trek even if they bought Paramount.
Wait, what?
Also,
Because Star Trek is actually under Kurtzman's auspices, and it's so tied up in a legal mess with the way that Kurtzman was given control through Hidden, whatever it's called, Hidden.
Bad Robot and Hidden.
Yeah, that thing. Yeah,
I know the branch of Bad Robot, basically.
it is such
Yeah.
a legal mess that they're not sure that there would be access to it, and that's one thing that Sundance wants is access to it. And they might be able to get the legal wherewithal to get that all done. We will see.
I was so hoping that someone can kick Kurtzman out and put Metalis in
Secret
his place or
Hideout.
something.
Oh my God. Secret Hideout.
Hideout,
Thank you.
that's the
That's what
one.
I was thinking of. Sundance is a Mormon company. Let me write that down. No, sorry, I shouldn't say that. My boss and her husband go to Sundance every year. They bought a place out in Utah, and I always tease them about the fact that, it's kind of not the place for people who are socially aware and literate, and it might get to them, but nope, they love it out there.
Was it DT who was on a flight reading I Am Spock, and guess who sits next to him?
No, it wasn't DT. But
No?
yeah, I have heard this. I don't know who it was. I don't think it was DT. I don't remember him ever telling me this story. Mostly because DT doesn't fly a lot.
Neither do I. I will not.
Yeah, I know that. That'd be a lot easier for me to give you the $2 million if you came out and got it yourself, but no.
Plus, I don't have the money to get a ticket to go fly
Well,
out there.
if you won the $2 million, I think we could take care of that, Katie, I don't know who it was, but I have heard the story where basically they're reading I Am Not Spock or one of the Leonard Nimoy books, and Nimoy was sitting next to them. And you do those
What
moments
a
of,
coincidence.
huh? So, Catherine and I were doing the London theater thing, eating lunch one day at a pub, and she just mentions casually Patrick Stewart sitting behind you, and I'm like, she goes, no, you can't look. We're British. We don't look. Oh, shoot.
Now, I don't believe in God and all that, but irony and coincidence are real forces in this world.
Well, okay, we knew he was working on a play. We knew where he was working on a play in the theater district. But we weren't sitting there eating lunch in that pub because we knew he was going to hang out there. Not that I'm above doing that, you understand. Do I know why WB is trying to merge with Paramount? No, I don't, Katie, other than financials, but I'm going to assume you're going to give us a better reason, so tell us, please.
I think Warner Bros. Are trying to pay off that debt.
They're not going to do that by...
They're just trying to, yeah, they think it's all about their write-offs. They want to, like, blur
They're
it
not
all
going to make any
away.
money buying just
Well,
Paramount. Paramount's broke.
They can't create.
Yeah,
WB cannot create any good superhero movies.
tell me about it.
Can they create any good movies lately?
Not lately, no. Let us just
Like,
say...
even their Harry Potter stuff was terrible, like the spin-offs.
Yeah, dropping
The first
Johnny
one was
Hurd
maybe
and Johnny
okay, but
Depp and keeping Amber Heard was not
Rowling isn't helping them really with her stupid stunts.
good. Nope.
Yeah.
It's,
No, she was sabotaging the Fantastic Beasts from the beginning.
I mean, she's been sabotaging herself from the beginning. Like,
Yeah.
jeez.
Because Warner Brothers originally agreed to a 3-picture deal for...
Yeah, she stretched it to
Fantastic
5.
it's
Yeah.
not. No, it's not a 5 movies thing. Harry Potter, the last one, was not a 2-movie thing. It was too drawn out, and I was just done. I was so done with that.
I don't know, the second part was actually quite good.
Yeah, but it could have been put into one and made a lot tighter. Okay,
Nah, but it would be longer, I think.
You know,
How about we
good
don't-
editing?
How about we don't make movies based on books that the authors are still alive?
No,
Hold
I
on,
wanted
that
to
means
see
none of
movies
my
based
books
on
will
my
ever...
book.
I
Hello?
want to see my books made into movies.
Me too.
Okay, fine.
Let's see.
let's
CBS
not make
Paramount
that a
owns
rule.
DC Comics. WB wants to own DC Comics. This has been going back and forth for years. They just want that, but also for the money, but mostly for DC Comics. But they're not good with making movies.
They've already been making so much mess with the DC side of things. I think they should be banned from making more.
Oh, they're
Not endorsed to get more material to
They
destroy.
so totally should not be allowed to get anything. Make a good movie and maybe we'll let you do something else. If you two are going to do that one, I'm going to go over and hit the last bagel. Or second to last bagel.
Ooh, bagel.
This bagel.
I want an everything bagel with
No.
cream cheese and salmon.
Nope. Bagel.
What?
I want
Wow.
a pumpkin bagel with honey goat cheese.
Oh, goat cheese.
Goat cheese with honey is so good. Weirdly enough, mozzarella with honey. Pan fry your mozzarella so it's just kind of melty soft. Maybe dip in a little breadcrumb first so get a little crunch on the exterior. And then drizzle honey over it, which sounds weird, but it's delicious. And I probably should have thought of that for an appetizer, but we are going to
That
have...
sounds weird.
It's weird, but it's really good. It's the salt and sweet. Okay, if WB merges with Paramount, then the teams at DC Comics take over with the movies. Yep, but WB can't make a good movie right now.
That's DC or non-DC at this point.
And, you know, comic
Doesn't
book
matter.
movies are a disaster right now because everybody's just burned out on it.
Yeah, Marvel is still to blame.
Yeah,
They've oversaturated the market and, like, literally spewing so much of it. Like, people were forced to keep up with too much stuff to be up and about. Like, their interconnectivity is, like, the biggest issue, because if they made standalone movies where people just catch up with them in their own pace, it would have been fine. But they started to require you to follow up with everything, like with their shows, with the movies, with their, like, single movies, they all tie in, and it's just tiring. And they started doing the same thing with Star Wars, which makes it unbearable. But it's Disney.
Well, Disney isn't doing well. WB isn't doing well. Paramount
I mean, I
isn't doing
kind of
well.
like seeing them fail over and over and over again. Like, I just find it ironic, considering they really have such power and ability, and they just choose to
Yeah, but
cut coupons from
with
the
great
bad
power
stuff.
comes the need for great wisdom. And guess what we're not seeing?
Well, accountants have only so much imagination, right?
Well, the nice
They
thing
have
is...
no imagination.
Thank you. Thank you. Speaking as an accountant, thank you. Yeah, we don't. And that's the whole point of pride. Is if you look at the solid numbers, like my husband purchased some Disney stock, not very much, but purchased a little bit, and I'm like, no, but this and that, it's got whatever it was, Star Wars and something else, and I'm like, yeah, no, just take your wife's word on this one. Looking at the numbers only, this is not a good thing.
Each one of them has one thing in common, and it's why they're really failing. They've all gone woke and political.
Yeah, just make movies that people want to see. Do the politics on the side. That's fine.
I mean, Iger kind of said the thing that they should be first and foremost storytellers.
Yeah, there is that.
But in the same interview, he said something like, "There's not enough executive producers on set." So I'm like,
yes,
no,
yes, there is.
darling.
There's way too much.
No, he said there's not enough. He said there's not enough of them.
Yeah, they were saying that there's not enough executive producers there. That the people who
Oh, I see what you mean. I
and
thought you
the
meant
money and all that, saying that there wasn't enough producer oversight. It's like,
Yeah. There should be more on the oversight. Like, they should control more stuff. And I'm like, no.
Yeah, that's how you get your individual politics into it.
Yeah.
they want to go back to the golden age where of
Good luck.
the mega studios where they owned the actors outright.
Absolutely. Katie says, here's my thought on why Aquaman didn't do well. People are tired of superhero movies and want something new and different. Absolutely. Which is why I think only superhero movies that will succeed are movies like Deadpool. And that's how they can come back to it. Except Deadpool isn't going to be a success, which is a shame. I've been following what they've done.
Doomed it to fail, actually.
Yeah, they're really cutting back on the Wolverine aspect of it. And that's something Ryan Reynolds really wants in there, and he is unamused. So,
Okay.
if he's not happy, that is not going to get a lot of positive press.
Mine looks like the Dominion War variant of the Galaxy class, if you don't mind.
Let's see, where are you? Who's joined us here? I have to go back and watch DS9. I am so out of date on my DS9 ships and lore.
Because this is actually the refit of the Galaxy when DS9 and
Like the Odyssey. That got destroyed.
Yeah, somewhat.
No,
But
no, it's not JB. I'm sure JB is doing something fun up north. It's Chris, Borg King, Id, Joshua, me. I think that's all that's in chat at the moment.
Supposed to finish this one, and we should get the Voth soon.
Yeah, you should get it, but we're on the verge of losing the zone just north of us. I'm gonna head up there real quick.
I'm gonna go over there and
you're
get
gonna
it.
get it? Okay, then we'll get these guys. You have to go shut off the device now.
And I just ran into my friend over here. He was killing Undine 2 for an endeavor.
Is that Lady Oscar or somebody else?
No, he was in a temporal dreadnought.
Okay, I'm going to the one to the north.
Okay, we've got the planet killers up.
Let me get something a bit quicker out, because that ship's...
Are you running a DPS ship or are you running a tank?
Yeah.
No, I'm asking you a question. It's not a yes.
It's not a yes or no question.
No, it was more of a DPS boat, but it was not a very good one.
Oh, okay. This is my tank, so I can do some damage.
Mirror, Warship, or Defiant?
Defiant.
Okay. If we're going to go Deep Space Nine, then we might as well.
Okay, KD, I love you. I just want you to know that, because that is a brilliant idea. We need a Star Trek series about the Dyson Sphere.
Oh,
Are we talking?
Scrap the Academy and let that.
Yeah,
sink in.
yeah. I'm so
We
tired
need
of
that.
Academy things.
I mean, we didn't have Academy things, and I'm already tired of it. Like,
Well, we
I don't wanna,
did.
like,
We had Harry Potter, which is an Academy thing, and that genre is so done. The coming of age genre. Ugh.
Oh, I meant this Star Trek. Sorry.
Well, I'm talking in, how we were talking before about general ideas in terms
Yeah.
of movies and layout. Ugh. I'm so tired of Academy.
Well,
I'm
I
tired
have
of
to say
coming
that
of age.
Hogwarts Legacy was a fun game.
You can have an individual game be fun, but just the genre can be. Blech.
Oh yeah, for sure. And yeah, like Dyson Sphere is such a good idea. They could just take from STO as much as they can. Dyson Sphere already appeared, and like it's so stupid that they discovered a Dyson Sphere in TNG, and it's never mentioned once after.
Yeah, but it's a.
With so many shows that came after, like excuse me, have they forgotten about that idea?
Well, Frost wrote a book about a Dyson Sphere for a competition, which he did not win, but I helped him edit it, so I was able to read the whole book. I'm thinking, there are a zillion stories to be told here. For those of you who remember the Purnell and Niven books on Ringworld, which was basically a Dyson Sphere concept. But if you are aware of it, it takes a heck of a lot of material to make a Dyson Sphere. But if you made a ring, it doesn't take nearly as much material.
Yeah, Dyson is more possible.
Yeah.
From an economical point of view.
Yeah. The concept there's enough material in the entire solar system, if you include the asteroids, is great in theory, but the reality is harvesting and moving that and constructing. It's a bit of a pain.
I mean, I'm sure there could be a level of advancement that
There would have to be.
you could replicate enough amount of materials to build it. It's just so beyond anything we comprehend. It's like unthinkable.
If we get replicators, the first thing I want replicators, I want human quality insulin made free to everybody who needs it. Good morning, one mysterious stranger, and a happy holiday to you too.
Yeah, I do hope so that there's like
Wouldn't that be
in Star
great?
Trek you can replicate all the medicine you need.
Yeah, think about that. How would that change the world?
Uh,
I mean, it would change it in great ways.
It would start a war, but yeah.
It really wouldn't change it because that technology will be held back by the corporate
It will be
interests.
What if
patented and held in a locker, probably.
But
yeah.
what if it
that's the
doesn't
thing.
come from a drug company? What if we get an independent source?
The company will patent it, and they will just hide it in the locker.
Yep.
That's the problem. You can't have nice things in this world because greed.
Basically, it'll pull the Monsanto's thing where, oh look, we found strains of our DNA in your crop. We're taking your land.
That's why I don't think you should be able to patent DNA.
Yeah, there should be some way to securing things like from being patented and being held in a locker, if it's
Like,
beneficial to majority, like a drug. Like I don't still understand why.
It's Christmas. Let me have my fantasies of a good world.
Well, you asked what
It-
would happen. We're just trying to like realistically assess what would happen.
No, but it's like the DNA sequencing and all that. The Mormon Church owns or is highly invested in 23andMe and other DNA testing outfits.
All three planet killers have
They will
Why?
come a point where,
excellent.
because they want to own your DNA.
Why?
Cause
Undine will return, but we have
see all that just so I can get my Voth ships now.
a massive bomb fleet inbound. All ships return to the staging area. We must prepare for the bomb.
Okay,
Here they come.
if teleporters were built well, I'm not sure about teleporters. That takes up a little bit too much energy. But replicators, then the military would be using it for military missions and control. But so would everybody else.
Well, that's why
I mean,
enlightenment would have to come first before any of that. We would have to start like reprogramming the society.
Oh yeah.
To understand
like-
that like common collective responsibility and collective contribution isn't communism.
Yeah.
One.
And it's not capitalism either. But if you look at Star Trek, First Contact happens in 2063.
Right.
Yeah.
The post-atomic horrors go from the 2050s
Mm-hmm.
up until 2121.
Mm-hmm.
The court system we see in Encounter at Farpoint
Yeah.
is in the 2070s.
And your point is it's going to take time to make the change?
Yes.
And it's probably not
It
going
is
to
going
happen
to
in
be
my
gradual
lifetime.
for sure.
Because,
Of course it is.
Because even after First Contact, there's a good 80, 90 years of us still infighting.
Yeah. And why Vulcans are keeping away even though they made first contact.
Yeah.
They're not helping us advance, they're like watching. And why it it is gradual. Some generations with their way of thinking would just have to die out, including like their direct offspring who still remember that way of life.
Did all those ships just disappear?
Kinda.
That was weird.
Or someone's pulling off some magical DPS that destroys them before they spawn, I don't know.
Alright, KD says, I will replicate enough food to last me the rest of my life, but let's be honest, if teleporters were built then... Okay, we already talked about that one. And, one mysterious stranger, what will you replicate? Chocolate. We need to get to a really low point before rising up higher than before. Yeah, sometimes that works. Now, something's going on here. Those ships are warping in, then fading out, and then rewarping in.
Yeah, they just saw like one of the big ones and it just
Poofed out.
disappeared.
Yeah, and nobody killed it, though. Something's going on, though, because I'm getting credit for ships I'm not killing. But I'll take it. I mean, that's fine. Give me stuff. Oh,
Any
well,
class
that ship
in your
went
endeavor?
boom. Yes, Star Trek Prodigy just dropped onto Netflix, but not in Poland.
Everywhere.
It's almost 7 for me, chosen, because I'm out on the East Coast, so to speak. Though I am thinking about moving.
The West Coast?
Probably not the West Coast. It's a little too expensive. My criteria for moving would be slightly warmer.
Texas?
A little too warm, thank you very much.
Utah?
I'd love to, but I like my lottery and I like my alcohol, thank you very much.
Well, you can
There's
still
no
go to
lottery,
Arizona.
no alcohol there?
There's no lottery there. That's why I'm
You
happy.
can go to Arizona and get your lottery tickets and buy alcohol.
No, you cannot buy lottery tickets in Arizona, yes. But that's a bit of a drive twice a week, don't you think?
No, it's only the nearest town for Arizona is like 30 miles away.
Really? Which
Yeah.
town?
Colorado City.
Oh. Okay.
And you can also buy real alcohol there. It's also got a lot of polygamists there, too.
Oh, well,
Oh my god. Well, that's an incentive.
They're trying to blow me up, but they're failing badly.
I don't know, it's weird. They spawn, they just despawn, disappear, vanish.
Katie, I'm
Thank you.
from Michigan. As much as Michigan's beautiful,
Too cold.
oh yeah, and too snowy. At least where I'm from. If I get the remote job that I'm hoping to get, and that's a slim chance, but could happen. I could
Once
work
you
any
win
place.
Crypto, you'll have a remote job.
Pardon?
If you win Crypto, if you buy Cryptic, you would have a desk.
Heck yeah, I would.
That would be an awesome job for you.
I don't have to worry about applying for the position either.
You'd own it.
Nevada has some nice things to it, but
Too sparse.
it's a little weird. Plus, they don't have lottery. Not that, of course, if I win the lottery, then I don't have to worry about winning the lottery because once is fine. Louisiana. Okay, that is a state I've only been to for about 6 hours. No, 8 hours. We flew down to New Orleans for about 8 hours to talk to a hospital about taking on some equipment. Got off the plane, instantly melted. My business suit was ruined in about 30 seconds. Got to the hospital. Realized that wasn't going to happen. Hiked around downtown for a few minutes, got back on the plane, left, never have been back. I had a beignet, and that was about it for the food.
From what you say, you don't look like you're missing the place.
No. My God, the humidity is horrendous.
Yeah, my boyfriend says the same about Miami and Florida in general.
Yeah, actually, it's a little bit less horrible. Hey, Katie, where are you from in Michigan, just out of curiosity?
I'm gonna hop out the system just so I can build the other ship for the ninth rule.
Okay. It says you can move away from Michigan. Florida is not in Michigan. Oh, you're in Kalamazoo. No kidding. I have family there. Sister went to Western Michigan University. I think it's Western Michigan University. Way back in the day.
Did you
Way
pick up
back in the days.
your Phoenix packs today?
No, I haven't been doing
No. Anyway, what's one pack per day gonna do? Nothing fancy gonna open from it.
I didn't even know the Phoenix thing was going on.
Yeah, they didn't talk about it a lot. Dante clued me in that there's Phoenix, there's dilithium, but I think it was just a dilithium weekend. And none of it's popping up on the heads up, so starting with next week with 2024, Dante and I are going to try and keep you guys up to speed on what's going on. Oh, no, one mysterious stranger. If you haven't noticed, Josh is here. Josh, I presume you're from the UK, given that accent?
Yep.
Yeah. So you're not alone here. And Chris's accent is just superb English, but from Poland. Even though he sounds vaguely UK-ish, though that's kind of that can't quite identify it thing.
It's the thing. The more I will keep hearing American accent, is that the Britishness is gonna fade away. I
Yes.
seem to adapt to what I hear at the time.
Oh, that's very common, yes.
Normally, when I work with people at work, I just usually that British is just like my default one. But if I talk to people from the US, if a client calls from the US, I immediately feel more comfortable easing into the American accent, and I just can't control it. It's something so seamless. It's beyond my control at the time when I'm just talking and focusing on the conversation rather than the accent.
Katie says, if you talk to me in person, I sound British, but I was not. I was born in the U.S. I think we maintain some of our structure in our voices from all the languages and people we've met throughout time. So when I was working for Magma Foundries, which was a technology company that they did software, the guy next to me, Rolf, was from Germany, and we're chatting one day, and I'm like, you realize you just used a phrase that we used where I grew up in Michigan. And he's like, oh, I spent 18 years in Detroit. And I'm like, oh my God, it actually pops up every now and then. You can pick up these little things from idioms and inflections that are unique to a region. By the way, I assume you got your Undine ships?
Me? Oh, I got that long time ago.
Just double checking.
Yeah, sure. You got your Voth,
I definitely got my Voth on that last round. One mysterious stranger says, I see in the future as the world gets more connected and methods like this, accents will all blend into one. I don't know if that's true. We've got an ad break coming up in 3 minutes here, so we'll chat and then we'll do the commercial and then we'll come back for ninth rule.
My ship's already built, by the way.
Okay, well, do you think we can do ninth rule in 3 minutes? I don't think we can. Just because there's storyline.
We could start it.
Yeah, but I mean, people are here. We'll wait. We'll chat for a few minutes. We'll have the commercial. I don't have to be in the office today. I'm working from home today, which sounds terrible, but I've got a huge...
You work today?
Well, there's this huge project that's going on, and I could either go back and have 45 hours of work to do in the 4 days remaining this week, or I could put a movie on and watch the movie while I'm working on the project.
All right.
Oh, apparently the ad break's running, so we'll start in 3 minutes.
Yeah, I already see.
Which
an
movie?
ad for a game.
Which movie?
Hang on a second. So on Friday, I watched, these probably want to music, guys, Sense and Sensibility. Okay, let's start out. Thursday, I watched Cashiern, for those of you who know that one. Friday was Sense and Sensibility. Sorry, Saturday was Sense and Sensibility. No, Friday? One of those. Today's Monday, right? Yesterday was... What did I watch? Oh, 2010 with Roy Scheider. And I watched one other one. So Cashiern, 2010, Sense and Sensibility. I'm going through all my movies, and Katie watched the ultimate Christmas movie last night.
And a Christmas movie.
Ultimate Christmas
What?
movie. What is the best Christmas movie?
I have a copy of it.
I'm sure you do. I do.
That begs to differ that it's not a Christmas movie. It comes in a box that looks like an ugly sweater.
It was on the rack. Somebody sent me the picture of it being on the rack of movies at Walmart. So, they've got Elf, they've got Christmas Story, a couple other
Die
things.
Hard was there too. On
Yes,
that rack.
it was. It's Die Hard. Die Hard is the Christmas movie. I don't have a copy of Die Hard, which I find to be amazing. I think because it was always on TV, and I no longer have TV. So it's either what's on video or what's on the internet. I finally did hook up my computer, my laptop, to the internet and to the TV and the stereo system downstairs, so I can watch things from the internet on the stereo now and the TV.
Did y'all see my meme on Discord?
No. Where'd you put
Go
it?
to the meme. Go to the meme Discord channel.
Indeed. Rumor is next summer we could be getting a new combat pet. Ooh, are we going to get a Moopsy combat pet? Moopsy combat pets. I
If
hope
it's not a Moopsy, I will riot.
it would be so perfect. That's the rumor. Yes. That is so
I
perfect.
want Murph.
You want Murph?
Murph
Yeah, man, Moopsy.
Isn't there a Murph out there right now?
Yeah,
No, there's a Murph non-combat pet.
Oh, you
Yeah.
want a combat pet?
I want the combat pet where it shows Murph doing all the kicks and moves that it did in the last few episodes.
Having not seen that, I will take your word for it. All right, shall we do a ninth rule, everybody?
Affirmative.
Anybody else want to join us for a little ninth rule? Got room for 2 more people. Hey, a lot of times what Thomas says he wants gets out there, doesn't it?
Yeah, he has a way to get this stuff done.
Yes.
There's an issue
Right.
with the ship at the moment with the seating not being right.
Okay, well, tell us when you're ready and we can,
Marion Raider?
A ship to
Raider?
the...
Or is it a deep space cruiser?
KD, you're more than welcome to join us. What tune are you on so I can send you an invitation? Because I don't think I've got you in my friends list here. Okay, give me the name of your tune and I'll add you as a friend and then add you to this mess.
Okay, that's going to be Romulan number 2. That's going to be directional targeting. Be Mofa load.
Well, I'll take that question out there.
Oh, great. I wanted to swap ships, but the game says, nah, I'm not going to equip any of your items.
We got time. Go do what you need to do to get the ship you
Direction
want.
modulation.
If
Register weapons.
I've done what I need to do, I would probably kill someone from the IT team in Cryptek for...
KD, Josh
Failing
wants
to
to fly
fix
his
the
Temerian
depth.
so that he can level it up.
That's the whole point, I guess. That we are just doing the 9th rule.
Mm-hmm.
So there's going to be two
Yeah.
of them, yes.
I remember that leveling ships was a lot better back in the day, and they suddenly changed it, so now it's better to do patrols than TFOs. I still don't understand why.
To do
Okay, I'm ready.
Well, you're already in the team. I'm
I'm
just
not.
waiting for KD to get in here. It's still showing me that he's offline. Let me give that another sec there.
Let's welcome back to Earth. Maximum warp.
I sent you a friend invitation there, KD.
Crying out loud, now I can't even equip a ship at all. Excuse me, game, can you get yourself sorted? Apparently not. Ah, there you go, finally.
I'm not urgent to get the doggos out. They're not doing the dance of wild anticipation. They're both going, "Ugh, we're just going to sleep in."
Well, my dog slept into today as well.
Well-
Instead of like going outside at 8 a.m., we were in the bed until like 9:30, and we got out around 10. So
Well, they both
it
woke
was
me up
lazy.
about 1 o'clock, and I'm like, no, we are not going out. And they're like, okay.
It
4:15.
was awfully lazy today.
Yeah,
And it still is.
4:15. 4:15 was the limit for the little one. She's little, and that little teeny tiny bladder is a concern for me all the time. 9 hours is pushing it, so much as I would like to start working 4 10-hour days, I can't afford the carpet cleaning.
What's the mastery on this?
Pardon?
Is that
Isn't
red
it,
thing?
Hull regen. Energy resistances.
Is that red thing by default, or is that something
Yeah.
you've done to it?
That's something that comes by default. I haven't been to the ship tailor yet.
Okay. It's so weird. It looks like something from the 80s brought into the game.
You know what it looks like? Something out of Star Wars.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, I'm just right below it, and it just looks so weird. Yeah, it does look like a prototype for like one of those destroyers or cruisers or whatever they were.
They added
Oh.
a Admiralty ship
Hey,
to the very rare Phoenix prize redemption area.
Chris, your team lead. Can you either switch it to me or can you switch it to me, and I'll invite
Yeah.
KD.
Team leader, there you go.
Thank you very much.
Could be done.
Got it. Just wanted to invite KD to join us. Does anybody else want to jump in and join for a little 9th rule?
That defines
did
question
they
a bit close.
Fluffer. It's funny, my fluffer doesn't understand when I speak in English, but somehow he realized I was talking about him because he just put his head up and was like, "What's going on?" Cute little fluffer.
So,
Left?
Loki, the little one, likes to sleep on this pile of an old sheet I have behind me because it's my green screen when I'm not using my Christmas lights. And I thought, well, that's really uncomfortable. So I got one of the dog beds, put it out here for her, and she's lying next to it.
Yeah, of course they will. Yeah.
It's a perfectly good bed. Look at that. I brought you a dog bed.
I got a free dog bed, and I got it for him, and he has not lied in it once.
I didn't think I actually need to buy all new dog beds, but I'm going to wait till we move to the new place and just not move these old beds. Well, maybe I should so they smell familiar. Is everybody ready to rock and roll with the little 9th rule?
Yep.
Very much so.
Okay, launch whenever you're ready. I'm doing advanced, not elite.
Okay.
All right, launch it.
Launch it
Ninth
like you'd left
rule.
depends on it.
There we go. Kinja system.
Speaking of launching stuff, I'm not quite sure what the show
The Carter is ready to
is going to be for this week. We'll wait for everyone to get here. There we go. We'll try and hit the mornings this week because I'm not planning to go to class. Evenings, I don't think I'm going to do a show tonight, you know? Just saying. Mostly because I won't be here. I'm going to go cook dinner for my son.
My mom made probably the best cheesecake in the universe.
Oh, can I come over and have some?
Sure.
Thank you. I'll be there shortly. A couple of weeks
Like,
'cause
I'm
I have
not-
to get a passport
I'm not
first.
exaggerating. I don't think I've even eaten a cheesecake of that quality from a fancy bakery or anything. Like, she killed it.
Now, describe your ideal cheesecake, though, because people have different ideas of what makes a good cheesecake.
Well, it has crust at the top, very buttery crust.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cheese is very fluffy. It's vanilla flavored, but it has peat in it. So
I'm definitely not apologising for that. Max 1 hits.
Oh, it's
just
you're
brilliant.
showing off. You're just showing off.
Yeah, and it's just perfectly moist, not dry. Everything is just.
Is that how you like it?
Well,
That's how
clearly.
she made it. That's what she made this time, and that was just perfect. It was the first time she did it this way. She used to do like different type of cheesecakes before, but that one is just like oof.
So I like a New York style cheesecake, which is
Oh yeah, New York style cheesecake is great too.
but it tends to be a more dense one and preferably not super sweet.
No, this one isn't too super
Yeah.
sweet either, but it's definitely lighter than a New York style. Yeah, definitely. The cheese was a lot more fluffy. It felt like a bit more airy. Not as heavy, not as, but it's still moist enough, so it's not dry or anything. Yeah, just perfect blend. And the peach was a very surprise. Mum usually uses raisins, but
Really?
went with
I've never had it with
peach.
raisin.
You've never had cheesecake with raisins?
Never.
Jesus Christ.
Well,
That's a must.
Jesus,
A
got it.
must.
I got it.
Yep.
Jesus.
That's how I say it so people don't get pissed off.
No, I thought you were doing it deliberately because it was very funny.
Oh, I would do it. Yeah, that was still part of it. But I started doing that for quite a while now. I will say Jesus Christ, or sweet cheese and crackers. Ooh, I love a good torp spread.
Torp spread on a cracker? Yeah. Oh,
I mean,
Id, we've got some ideas for recipes here.
oh god,
Torp spread for your crackers.
torp spread 3 on your crackers. Yep. Very much.
Oh, we have to do this, Id, for the cookbook.
Yum.
We're doing the alcohol recipes first. Which, Id
How
Frost
about,
is
how
willing
about
to
an
help us with that.
alcoholic Klingon drink?
Oh yeah, send us your recipes. We got a
That's fine.
testing team.
I was leveling for you.
Let's see when I leave the map.
Oh, that's right. It doesn't happen immediately.
Right.
Forgot about you have to warp out.
Do I really want to salvage that? Yeah. Let's take some time, get rid of all that. That was nice. That filled up my inventory nicely, full of junk.
That was only level 3.
Okay, we'll have to do another one. Oh, KD got his to level, or hers to level. KD, are you him, her, or do you have a set of pronouns you prefer? So just so I don't misgender you, mispronoun you. He, him. Okay. Here's the thing with the blood wine. Is blood wine going to be hot or cold? Or room temperature?
Room temperature.
Room temperature. Is it going to be spiced or is it just going to be a powerful wine?
It's very
Seasoned.
according to on Deep Space Nine, when they were drinking blood wine, Worf said it's a good thing you've taken the inhibitor because you wouldn't be standing right now.
Aha! So
it's a very, very powerful wine.
okay. So Id, we got some work to figure out how to make a blood wine.
I made my own blood wine, actually.
Okay, this is really dark. And Mukia says, get chocolate figure of Santa, bite the head off, and fill it with alcohol.
Okay.
Okay, I can do that, but can you imagine doing that? Filling it with Baileys and then throwing it into your cup of whatever. Hot chocolate. Cold chocolate. No. Yeah, no, this could be really good. I'm not quite sure where we put this into the cookbook, but yes, that's a good one. So, we're trying to make the alcohol cookbook a little bit more interesting by either doing what we did with the first book in the Dark Mom Consortium, which was to always, include little personal stories, either of life events that are related to Star Trek or in-game events related to Star Trek, obviously. But for the alcohol, I was thinking we either write a story and frame all the alcoholic beverages around that, but that gets a little bit too much like, oh God, there's a series of murder mysteries with a couple of recipes thrown into each one. I can't remember what it's called. Cookie shop recipes? Bake shop recipe? Or cookie shop murders? Something like that. And I don't want to do that, but we do want to keep something Star Trek, so we're thinking of including short stories or perhaps related event stories in the cookbook. We're still working that out, but all related to alcohol. And we want it to be recipe heavy, story light, but Frost is willing to help out because he writes very nice stories. All right, I think we should do one more to see if we can't finish leveling that ship. What do you say?
Mm-hmm.
How about Trouble Over Tear?
Sure.
It's not as much loot, but it definitely does XP. You join
something early. No, go ahead.
Would you like to join us? Are you up to it?
No, I'm
taking
not
it
feeling
easy
good.
today. I know
Yeah.
you haven't been feeling well.
Launching.
No, okay, launching. I was stretching.
So, no, your Odyssey is very rainbowy.
Say
Using
that
the
again?
vanity shield. Yeah, it's covered with like rainbow thingy.
Maybe
On
I've
the
got
hull.
something on it?
Yeah, it's the vanity probably.
Probably.
It's the ship, the Temerian Raider with the Section 31 vanity shield.
Hey, Ed, what if we were to do a drink for every episode in the game? And write a short story about each episode?
How about you have a drinking game every time that Gorn says subconsole?
We could do that. Speaking of drinking games and Gorns and all that stuff, we are going to do a New Year's Eve show.
Ooh.
Yes, and I have purchased myself a bottle of Prosecco and a bottle of Chambord. And unfortunately, I threw away my champagne flute, so I'm going to have to be drinking these out of a water glass. Which should lead to some merriment about midnight as I fall off the chair.
Buy paper
love
cups, make it
Chambord.
even more classy.
You have,
Colorful party paper cups. They will look so cool.
WC gives me grief because I drink the wine out of the bottle some nights. He's like, are you drinking out of a glass this time? No. Don't drink it out of the bottle. It's so déclassé.
Ilachi warships on intercept course. They're coming from the rift.
They don't look like they're coming from the rift. They look like they just mycelial warp in.
Yes, they do.
Get ready to fight.
And they look like they come from above, not from below.
Yes. Death from above. To them, death, but...
It doesn't say who dies.
That's true! Now, have we all seen Godzilla?
No, I just couldn't get because it's
Oh, they don't
Sunday.
have Godzilla here in Utah.
Why not?
'Cause they're stupid.
I mean, it is limited. They don't have it running in every theater all over the place because they didn't really think it was going to be this crazy successful.
They got all the movies that are like sucks ass, like Aquaman.
Yeah, but no sorry for Godzilla. I mean, there's one cinema, there's one theater, 1 hour a day that they showed it, but I think they took it down very quickly, so, like, no go for me.
Well, what happened was that when Japan, whatever studio released it, they gave it a 1-week run around the world.
Yeah.
Because they didn't think it was going to be a huge success and they weren't going to be putting a ton of money behind it.
So such a shame that you make a movie and you don't even believe in it by being a maker. Like the release company doesn't believe it's going to do anything, and it actually storms the theaters and people praise it.
Yeah, well, they've let the release here in the States run almost a month now, and it's still in the theaters. And it's still doing well.
Well, I think people help it with their opinions.
Exactly.
about it.
It's gotten very, very high praise, and it's gotten a lot of public support. So they've just let it keep going. Theaters
People
like
who
it. I
make,
mean, the theaters are really happy to have a movie that's doing well.
sure.
So I was going to go see it last night, and then I thought, I could stay home and watch a movie and be with the doggos. So I took them to the woods twice yesterday. They were very happy about that.
Ooh,
I'm still getting the
nice.
mud out of my shoes, but they were happy girls.
Yeah, we don't have the weather for long walks. Currently it's windy. We have some sort of orkan or something coming through Europe. Like Hamburg is like sunken.
Well, yesterday was just incredibly
Not
foggy. As my son wrote me saying, I was asking for a white Christmas. This wasn't what I meant. You could not see 10 feet in front of you. It was so foggy in the morning.
You need to be more precise with your wishes.
That's exactly what I told him. Specificity is important.
Yeah, it was snowing yesterday morning and everyone was hoping, oh, we're going to have white Christmas. By noon it already melted because we had like plus 10 degrees almost, and it started to rain after, so it was like, nope.
A year ago
I
today,
don't have
we were
white
having...
Christmases out here. I have green Christmas.
Yeah, but it's so beautiful out there. Well, last year we had a blizzard, so the boys never made it home for Christmas. And they were like, yeah, but, with Craig being so sick, we want to get home. And Craig's like, no, it's no worry. Doctor assures me I'll be here for a year, at least. Yeah.
The rift is closed. Well done, everyone.
What do doctors know?
And clearly,
Public owes you a visit.
You've done it.
So my dad had 12 microstrokes and was completely blocked in his arteries by 95%.
Ugh.
In
Oh,
92,
God.
he had an 8-week bypass
Times
done.
like these are
mm-hmm.
By 95, all but 2 had deteriorated,
Ooh.
and the break in his sternum pinched the heart and calcified in place, so they couldn't reopen him.
Aw.
Oh, I have leveled.
By 98, they told him he could stop smoking, stop drinking, eat nothing but rabbit food,
Oh, God.
and he would have 18 months to live. He kicked around until 2016. Probably fueled on nothing but spite.
Yes, yes.
Wow.
Yeah, spite is a really good way of pulling through things. Yeah, I'll show them who's gonna die at whatever age. Well, yeah, I mean, in theory, my husband should not have made it to 1990. He was diagnosed for the first time in 1988 with stage 4 cancer. And he successfully fought that off. And it came back in 2000-ish, and he successfully fought that off. And it came back in 2020, and the first one he successfully beat off, and the second two, not so much. So, it's a little challenging sometimes. Hey, I'm going to go take the children out because it's 7:30, and, not that I have to go to work today or anything, but the dogs are going to pee on the floor if I don't take them out. Kind of understand that.
That's alright.
I am not going to be on tonight, but I will be back tomorrow, and I don't think I'm going to class this week. So, rough game plan is I plan to be on Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday this week. New Year's Eve, Sunday. So, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. Something in there. We'll be on during this week. I want to figure this out. Wednesdays will not, I don't think, will be our day going forward, but we will see because I may wind up going to class on Mondays instead. Just because the other person I like to train with goes on Mondays because she works on Wednesdays. We'll find out. Anyway, everyone, thank you so much for spending your Christmas morning, if you're in the States with me, or your Christmas afternoons and evenings out there on the extremely East Coast, meaning Europe. Love to have you here, guys. It's been an awesomely not great year, but you guys have kept me sane and kept me going through all of it. So I really appreciate y'all. Have a wonderful day. If you're into the religious aspect of it, have a blessed day. If you're like the rest of us, just have a fun day. I will be on and off in game throughout the day as I go downstairs and start cooking stuff to go out to my sons for dinner. Everyone take care and have yourselves a very Moopsy Christmas, and we'll see you tomorrow morning.
See you then.
Bye.
Yeah.
Bye.